So what's up?
You know, the huge. It's Oscar night. Very excited to ignore that.
Well, actually, this episode comes out about 12 hours after the Oscars ended. So, Andy, what do you think of the big picture of the big Best Picture winner? I'm really glad that Boss Baby swept the whole show.
Congratulations to Three Billboards out of Ebbing, Missouri. That movie that all my friends seem to hate, but got nominated for everything.
I don't know anything about that.
I don't either.
At a very base level, what I know about that movie is that like a lot of like liberal check marks love it, and like anyone more left than that like hates it.
Yeah, I've seen that there's a lot of like poor characterization, specifically to like a lot of the treatment of the daughter is bad. That's the critiques that I've seen that seem to have the most like backing behind them.
It's got that actress that I really love. The what the fuck was her name?
Frances McDormand.
Frances McDormand. Yeah, I love.
She's
Frances
incredible.
McDormand.
She's fucking incredible.
I've only ever seen her in Fargo, but that's like the absolute best acting that anyone has ever done in a movie.
Well, like she's like the collaborator with the Coens because she's married to one of them, I believe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she's in so much of their stuff, and she kills it in all of them.
Did the Coens do Brothers Bloom?
No.
Was that them?
No, that was I think Rian Johnson.
Was it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that was written and directed by Rian Johnson.
Anytime Adrian Brody is in a movie and it's somewhat quirky, I just write it off as a Coens.
That movie was trying to be a Coen Brothers movie. Like, let's not pretend. It was trying to be like a Coens meets, fucking what's his name? The really twee guy everyone likes.
Second Best Marigold Hotel.
Wes
or whatever.
Anderson.
That guy, yeah. Yeah, there's a certain genre to his movies.
Yeah, Adrian Brody, I'm looking now, literally got the script for Brothers Bloom while on a Wes Anderson film. So, you know.
Predators is my favorite Wes Anderson film.
Fuck off.
That movie's good. That movie's okay. That movie's fine. That movie is passable. That's about the best I can say about it.
You know, Paul Wes Anderson.
I don't get that.
Paul W.S. Anderson. Didn't he direct that, or am I thinking of someone else?
Paul W.
Because he did Predator. He did Alien versus Predator. That's what I'm thinking of.
He might have also done Predators.
I'm not seeing it on his discography. He is doing the Monster Hunter.
No, but
movie.
he did do Death Race.
Yeah, and all the fucking really crazy, like, really stupid Resident Evil movies that are just like.
Oh, with Milla Jovovich?
Yeah, his fucking
oh my God,
his wife. Those movies are just like fetish play for those two.
Oh my God, that's right. They're married.
Yeah.
He's directing a Monster Hunter movie.
Oh, I know.
You excited for that? You ready to see them fight? You ready to see them fight giant jaguars?
Honestly, kinda. A little.
Hey!
Because
hey,
I've
Milla
seen
Jovovich,
the Wesker
we have
fights.
to. Milla Jovovich, we have to go fight the Ancient Eighth.
Oh my God! I hope she's in that. God, is she in that? I really hope she's in that. I can't get too excited about the bad Monster Hunter movie. No, but she is in Hellboy, the remake.
You've been playing Monster Hunter, yeah?
I was really deep into it, and I've sort of fell out. If I'm being fully honest, I got to high rank, and it just became a thing, like,
yeah,
where it was like a bit too grindy for me. But I still like it.
Yeah, no, I'm working my way through it really slowly. I'm about to hit Hunter rank 5 or whatever it's called. So I'm really not that far up ahead.
Yeah. You've got like.
I just fought the big shit swamp monster.
Oh yeah, the fish thing, right?
Yeah. That fight was a nuisance just because you move so slow in the water.
That one's a big pain in the ass. My tip for that one would be look out for there's bugs on trees that if you aim your slinger at, you can hit circle and swing on.
That's sick as shit.
It's really,
Damn it, I wish
really
I'd known
dope.
that.
Yeah, and there's a few around where that thing hangs out.
Yeah,
that made that way easier.
Every time I like Monster Hunter is something that like I have a ton of fun playing, but something always comes up before I can actually finish. Like before I can actually I'm okay. I'm gonna sit down for a couple hours, do some hunts, and just have a great time. And then like I'll get like a hunt done. I'm like, yeah, and then like someone will text me and be like, hey, you ready to record a podcast that you said we were gonna record tomorrow, but you said you were actually gonna record today, so let's go do that. And I'm like, well, okay, Let's go do that. And like, just things keep coming up every time I want to actually get deep dick into it.
Yeah, no, for sure. I like. It's one of those things where it's like, it's so fun to play, but it's the most fucking time-consuming thing in the world.
It really is. I've gotten a little bit spoiled by my Switch, which is like literally like pick up, play it, lock the screen, pick it up from exactly where you left off, play it some more.
Yeah, it's. Oh man, Monster Hunter on that. Imagine.
Oh man, it would never work. It wouldn't have the same.
No, it would.
Like,
it would run like shit, or it would look like shit.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
That would be a doozy. Like the thing just like the thing just like melts in your hands.
Yeah, it just overheats so much that
like you turn it on and it just like goes like full Raiders of the Lost Ark on your ass. I would play that though. I'd like just like to hop on the train and just like do a fight in Anjanath.
That's why I'm kind of excited for that Dark Souls remake. I think that could be a solid train game.
Yeah, I don't know. Not to get too deep into game fucks, but this is Game Fucks, our video game podcast within Fear Baiting. But we still haven't found out what that From Software title is yet, have we?
No, I'm one of the conspiracy theorists who really wants it to be a Tenchu game, but I know it's a Bloodborne game.
I don't think it's Bloodborne, honestly.
I don't know. I think I can really see it being Bloodborne.
I mean, I would love it to be Bloodborne, but I don't know that I mean, especially since Miyazaki said he's not working on those series anymore. Which, like, man, a B-team Bloodborne, I mean, it would still be Bloodborne, which would be great, but, like...
I mean, the thing is, like, you gotta remember that Miyazaki's not the only person involved.
Right, no, I get that, but, like, you can definitely kind of see the differences in between, like, when Miyazaki was on the... I don't know, like, what the rest of the staff composition was on Dark Souls 2 versus 1,
For
3,
sure.
and Demon Souls and Bloodborne, but, like, Dark Souls 2 is still a fine game, competently put together, but there's something... It's missing, you know, some... I really try not to get into auteur theory, because it's not really... a thing. I don't like it, but like there's definitely some Miyazaki stank that is missing from Dark Souls 2.
Yeah.
The only auteur theory I actually get behind that like actually makes sense is Hideki Kamiya. Every single one of his games you can pick out of a lineup like no one's business.
See, I don't know, because some people, like, the thing with that is that, like, I will say true, but like also he has a style that's been aped so much he's kind of gets lost in the shuffle.
I suppose that's fair. That's very fair.
Like some of the best games from that studio, people think were directed by him when they weren't. Like Revengeance,
like what?
Had nothing to do with him. I think he
produced Revengeance
it.
does feel like a Kamiya joint. That is true.
What else? Because they had the guy who directed Revengeance has done some other stuff too.
That would be Kenji Saito.
Yeah. He did Revengeance, and I think he also worked on some other like less successful stuff, like Star Fox and the Transformers game that actually turned out to be pretty alright.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm just looking at something really fucked up. I'm looking at Hideki Kamiya's wiki page. He had a part in Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations.
That's not shocking.
He was the Japanese voice actor for Godot.
That's fucking very good.
That's the only thing he did. He did not, like, produce or direct or anything.
Oh, that's perfect, though. Like... Oh my god.
Oh, man. Kamiya, please bring Beautiful Joe back. Please.
I mean, that's probably not in his hands.
No, but God, please. I mean, who has that license anymore?
Capcom, right?
I guess so. God, I would give anything for a new Beautiful Joe game. God, please, just... I've been good. Just do this one solid for me. Have there ever been any, like, re-releases of Beautiful Joe or anything?
Probably somewhere.
I don't think I've seen any, because, like...
I own a bootleg of the Beautiful Joe anime on DVD.
That's not great.
It's not. It's a bad show.
Yeah, that never got a re-release. I guess I guess no one's really clamoring for it, but God, I would fucking kill for it.
Yeah.
Let me play Beautiful Joe on my Switch, please.
For real, put that out on or at the very least, put that on like PlayStation Network.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, and bring the trilogy. Just leave Red Hot Rumble out of it because no one fucking played Double Trouble, myself included.
Yeah.
Did you? I sometimes forget that Double Trouble even existed.
I think I rented it once. I'll be
How
honest.
was it?
I don't remember. I only really played through the first one.
I mean, that's the best one. The second one had had a lot of shitty writing in it. Not very funny jokes.
Yeah. I should go back to that first one.
Oh, absolutely worth it.
Yeah. I also want to play Wonderful 101.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was a Wii U exclusive, right? So that's probably gonna get a Switch port sometime soon.
Maybe it depends because there's a lot of drawing on the Wii U gamepad, and I think they're trying to get away from that for the Switch.
Yeah,
So
point.
we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so we've done 10 minutes of video game chat. You want to get into the podcast?
Yeah, let's talk about movies.
Okay. Welcome to Fear Bidding, everyone. It's your number one. It's your number one. Andy, got anything?
Your number one phallic imagery and hairs and coffins podcast. Those are things that happen in the movie.
Sure. That's the best we get. That's the best we get this week.
It's hard because it's a slow movie. Like, there's like all the bonkers shit we could say would like ruin the ending immediately.
But like,
I mean, we're gonna ruin the ending eventually. But this is the point where people might be like, maybe I should watch that.
Hey, welcome back to the number one drug and music festival in the desert.
Welcome back to Burning Man.
Exactly, that's the joke.
Yeah, welcome back. We're about to do some acid and then jump in a pile of dust. It's just dust.
I'm about to put some peyote straight into my ass.
I'm gonna inject some Tylenol into my eyelids.
That's the hot new surgery.
Yeah.
We've got Andy back, this time with an actually good movie, because we watched the fucking Lock-In last time with them.
Yeah, I was very adamant. I messaged you, Lulu. I was like, we need to watch something good. I've seen too many bad movies.
I'm Lulu, by the way. And this is Andy. But, yeah, so we watched the Lock-In last time, and you, like, I feel like when we were, like, trying to pick out Schlocktober stuff back in, like, July, you were like, hey, fuckers, we're watching this shit.
Hey, guess what? Got one for you next year, too.
Oh, God, already? Man, it's March, dog!
I found a very good Dracula film.
Oh,
you know what? People may have
Blackula?
No, people may have heard of this just from there was a clip of it in a tweet. It's called George Anton's Dracula. It's free on YouTube. I could not tell you a salient plot point about that movie, and I've watched it twice.
Oh man, we should just do like an all Dracula Schlocktober, because we do like Billy the Kid versus Dracula. I don't know, Blackula? Is that a bad movie?
I have no idea.
Yeah. we could just do a review of Count Chocula.
I don't watch a lot of blaxploitation movies out of my fear of seeming like a Quentin Tarantino person. Like I don't want people to think I'm that weirdo. I mostly am just like I'll watch like I'll read like historical stuff about this instead.
The Black Dynamite.
Black Dynamite is very fucking funny.
Black Dynamite. I sell drugs to the community.
Well, that movie rules because it's like a. Did you see he's doing a new movie? Actually, he's doing a western.
Yeah. A new. Wait, I thought that was a sequel to Black Dynamite.
I don't know if it's a sequel to Black Dynamite, but it is a Michael Jai White like comedy, blaxploitation like parody.
Fuck yes.
Outlaw Johnny Black. The Black Dynamite saga continues. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds great.
Michael Jai White rules. He's so fun. Anyway.
Andy, did we have you talk about your history with horror movies last time you were on? I genuinely don't remember.
I think I might have mentioned it. Yeah, I've been. I'll give the footnotes just in case, but I'm pretty sure we mentioned it. Horror wasn't really a thing I got into until like late high school. Mostly started getting into it through video games like Fatal Frame and stuff. So I'm really drawn to like ghost stories and like weird supernatural stuff. A lot of like occultism, which we'll get into with this. It's kind of like my favorite style when it comes to like horror vibes. But yeah, ever since then it's mostly been like it's been one of my favorite genres. I'd literally named my other podcast Emoji Drone. Hey, after a David Cronenberg movie, which you guys when Blair's back.
Is that the one with the chest pussy?
Yes. It's the one with the chest pussy and the one where he tries to fuck the TV. And no, I'm not talking about it anymore because I want to do an episode of that with you guys. Because Blair hasn't seen that movie, and I don't think you have either.
Oh my god. I'm so excited for Blair to get back because as much as I love having all these guests on, it is a nightmare trying to coordinate everything.
I can imagine. Especially like guests like me who are always fucking busy, and I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You are totally fine.
All right.
No. Surprisingly, we have had no major hiccups.
That's good.
Over like 2 months of doing this, over 2 months of running this show solo, I've had no hiccups. I mean, I miss Blair like fucking hell.
I can imagine.
My partner in crime.
When will Blair come back from the war?
2 months.
Hey, there we go. Not that long.
Yep.
Good luck with the war at school.
Really close to our 2-year anniversary. Just shy of.
Oh, well, perfect. Then they'll be around for that.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a look and see exactly when that 2-year anniversary is, so everyone can get ready, get hyped, and do that. God, we've been doing this podcast for 2 fucking years, really. We really have.
I mean,
we started this podcast on May 14th, 2016.
I'm doing an early polite applause.
Thank you.
That's like dedication that you guys have kept this going so long.
Yeah, we only skipped we skipped 2 weeks at the start, and then we only skipped 1 or 2 other weeks entirely because we lost audio.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I mean, for a podcast, that's kind of important.
Yeah. The audio is a little bit of a necessity.
It's a little bit,
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about the Oscars tonight because when's the last time a horror movie was nominated for Best Picture?
I mean, aren't 2? I mean, it depends on how you classify Shape of Water, but
I still haven't seen it. Don't yell at me.
I won't yell at you, but that movie's very good.
I know, I'm dying to see it.
But yeah, I think I can't remember the last time a horror film actually got
Oh. It sucks because Get Out absolutely deserves to win it, or Shape of Water maybe. It's a tough call, but it's going to go to something like The Post.
Yeah, The Post or Dunkirk.
Or Billboards.
Actually, you know what I think? I think this year's La La Land is going to be Phantom Thread, which I haven't seen. But I've heard people being like, oh yeah, Phantom Thread. It stars Daniel Day-Lewis, so I
don't know. I mean, I guess that's good. I thought Daniel Day-Lewis retired.
I did too.
Huh.
So
But yeah, so Get Out nominated absolutely deserves the win.
For sure. I think it definitely deserves the win. I know that I always go into the Oscars very pessimistic.
Yes.
But I'm hoping for at least a nod to Peele through the Best Director award because he does incredible work in that movie.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Peele's next. film.
Yeah, like he's gonna be like we talk a lot about I think I said this when it came out. We talk a lot about people like classic horror filmmakers like I don't know off the top of my we were talking about Cronenberg earlier, but like Carpenter. There's people who have like and I don't know if he's gonna stick with just horror, but there are like filmmakers who sort of nail that and could define like the visual language of an era, and I think
exactly.
I think he could do that.
There hasn't really been one of those lately. Like we've had we don't really have any Cravens or Carpenters in the world that often anymore. I mean, I know Carpenter's still around, but
I mean, yeah, but he doesn't. He's retired.
He's no longer 69 nice years old.
Oh.
He's 70 now.
No longer the Joseph Joestar age.
Yeah, but like. Peele could and I mean it doesn't even if he doesn't exclusively direct horror, like Carpenter didn't either.
Yeah, for sure.
Carpenter did They Live, correct?
They Live, yeah. He did. He's done a lot of. He did Assault on Precinct 13, which is more of an action movie. Yeah. Yeah, like for sure. I'm just like depending on what he wants to do, unless like he, because the thing is with big studios now, like if you get tangled up in that, the stuff you're gonna do is gonna change, right?
Yeah.
So it kind of depends on how much creative freedom he's allowed, but he gets like the way to visually tell a story really well, and like he has such a style for it all.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see what he does next. That's definitely a director to watch.
Oh, I mean, if you saw Get Out, you know that. Like, there's a lot. Like,
and if you didn't see Get Out, like, fucking fix that, idiot.
Yeah,
I think that
I would for sure say the two movies you need to watch if you're at all interested in the Oscars would be Shape of Water and Get Out, so you can get really mad.
I've also heard Lady Bird is.
Oh, Lady Bird too. I need to see Lady Bird. I haven't seen Lady Bird.
Yeah, I don't know anything about Lady Bird, honestly. I genuinely don't damn think about what's going on in that movie.
My girlfriend's seen it and she like fucking loved it and like said it was really, really good. So I want to check it out. I also really want to check out that new Denzel Washington movie, Roman J. Israel, Esquire, because I love Denzel Washington, and also it looks weird and interesting. He's like a defense lawyer.
Sure, I'll buy that.
My favorite thing that came from that was when people were sending because W. Kamau Bell is this really good comedian for those unfamiliar. He has I think it's a podcast about Denzel Washington, and people sent him pictures of Denzel on the set of that movie because he grew his hair out and he was wearing clothes that made him look like W. Kamau Bell, and people were just like, "Hey," and he was like, "You can't do this to me."
Yeah,
it was really good. Do we want to talk about the movie we actually watched?
Yeah, so we watched is it 73?
Yes, 1973 British film.
Directed by
Robin Hardy and written by Anthony Shaffer.
Yes, The Wicker Man.
Yes, classic film.
And I'm going to give you one reference. We both get one reference to the 2006 remake.
Okay.
You get one.
Okay.
For the entirety of this podcast.
All right, I'm going to keep that one in the chamber right now, then.
Make sure you save it for a good moment.
I'm going to wait. It's either going to be me doing it for something super fucking boring and being like, oh, well, in the remake, this didn't happen. Or it's going to be something where I'm just like, hey, remember this? Remember? I can't do it now because it'll take my use. But trust me, I've got one ready.
Okay, you got one in the chamber. So, The Wicker Man, we got, what's the cop's name? I have such a bad time with names. My brain is so bad.
Sergeant Howie, played by
Sergeant Howie,
Edward
yes.
Woodward.
You know, for a long time, I thought that Edward Woodward was just... I don't know why this came up in my head, but, like, you know how, like, in math, there's, like, an X on both sides of the equal sign? You can do, like, just cancel out the X's?
Kind of, yeah.
In my head, it was just like, okay, so Edward equals Woodward. You cancel out the words, you got Ed Wood. Okay, so this is the same guy as Ed Wood.
Oh my god, don't do that to him. He doesn't deserve it.
I know, when he died, that was the thought in my head.
Oh.
I was a little baby when he died. I don't know anything about movies.
So yeah, the original Wicker Man is kind of like... It's weird to me because it used to be, before that remake, it was such a cultural thing. Like, it was known about, I feel like, the way that, like, at least in cinema circles, it was known about, at least by people who liked movies. Like, oh, this is a well-known, very celebrated horror film from the UK, which, like, doesn't have, like, huge horror films, you know?
Yeah, was The Exorcist UK?
I can't say if I know or not, to be honest. I can check, though.
Okay.
No, The Exorcist was an American novel originally, so it's got its roots in America.
So, Officer Howie goes to this island of what's the island called?
Summer Isle. He goes
Summer Isle.
Yeah,
yes, which is run by Lord Summer Isle, and he's on a missing persons case.
Yeah, this girl Rowan's gone missing. He received an anonymous letter about it too. It's kind of an important thing to remember, like, because he talks to her mom like almost immediately, and she's like, I don't know what are you talking about? This kid's not real. I've got a kid. Look over here. And, like, everyone is just basically talking about how this kid doesn't exist, and he's talking out of his ass.
Yeah, and then he finds her name in a school ledger.
He finds her name in a school ledger. He goes to a school where they're teaching about... was this when they were teaching about dicks?
The maypole.
The maypole,
Yes,
yeah.
They were teaching about the maypole.
The image of the penis.
The maypole being phallic imagery, and they make fun of a girl for not remembering that it's a pee-pee.
Oh, man.
God, to be young again.
This whole movie is basically predicated on the fact that this cop is the most straight-edge man in the world, and this island is the opposite. Where he's, like, super uptight, and, like, he doesn't drink, he's a virgin, he's very religious, he, like, super doesn't, like, agree with anything going on this island, because this island is literally Burning Man. Like, in a lot of ways. But, like... there are just people, like, fucking in front of him, and, like,
dancing naked around a fire, and he's like, well, they're naked, and the Lord Summer Isle is like, but of course, they can't dance, if they dance with the clothes on, they'll catch fire.
Oh, God, Christopher Lee as Lord Summer Isle is incredible in this. He is so condescending and rude to the cop, but in this super polite way. It's the
what a good
best.
Actor. What a good actor.
God,
my chair is so fucking loud.
Don't worry. This is for sure, like, one of my favorite performances by him. Just because it is, like... I don't know, he has a very commanding presence, and you immediately know that he is, like, kind of in charge of everything. Even without knowing his name, like, even without knowing that he owns the island, you'd be like, oh yeah, no, this is the guy.
Yeah. His hair just kind of, like, doing all that. His hair is just kind of...
It's good. It's... honestly, you know what? That's probably why they cast Cage in the sequel, because they both have the very flippy hair.
And there's your reference.
Here's my reference. I did it. I didn't even make a good one.
Yeah, Cage does have some very flippy hair, man. I want to hook that guy up to a Tesla ball and just see what happens.
Yeah. God, I love Nicolas Cage. I fucking love him.
Nicolas Cage is extremely good.
He's such a fuck up, but in the best way.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about this because it was.
Why am I so tired?
It's
sorry.
It's okay. It's something I've been thinking about, and I want to ask. What did you think of the soundtrack to this? Because it's really important to this movie.
It was. I feel like you notice soundtracks a lot more than I do when you watch movies, but like I liked it. There was like some weird like rocky stuff near the end of the movie that I was like, this feels kind of out of place.
Yeah,
but...
that's the one where I didn't really feel it. But did you know that they tried to do like sing-along screenings of this?
Oh,
which I think would kill the fucking movie. Like, because the whole thing, I really like the soundtrack in this because it's so creepy.
because you try and sing along and like fucking dick shit McIdiot 2 rows down from you is like completely off tempo and off key and like
you're never gonna please the goddess of the orchard that way, dude.
He couldn't hold a note in a bucket of water. You think the goddess of the orchard is gonna be happy with that?
He's gonna be playing the fool come next May Day.
Oh, absolutely.
How much do we want to go into like his investigation here? Because it's kind of like there's some really creepy imagery that happens in it, but for the most part, it's just kind of building his like.
Yeah, it's a lot of like small things that don't really like. The plot is like not a lot of beats. It's a very few short number of beats with a lot of like micro like beats. I by Dre. That's this week's episode is sponsored by Beats by Dre.
Damn.
Go put them on your head.
That's a good sponsor.
We got the big money now, Andy.
Fuck. Can't believe it.
Also brought to you by Blue Apron.
Ah. I'm having an allergic reaction just thinking about podcast ads.
Oh, someday we will get that sweet Blue Apron money. Hey, Blue Apron, you don't give enough money to minority podcasters. Help fix that. Donate to us.
Remind me to mention something funny about this when we're off air.
Oh, please.
You might have seen it already on my private Twitter, but it's still funny.
I don't think I did, but anyways.
Whatever, we'll mention it later.
Yeah. So it's a lot of small stuff that happens in this movie. We get a... Fuck, what happens? I'm sorry, my brain is...
No worries.
We just get a lot of, like, really small stuff that's kind of building the creep factor. And, like, the major plot stuff is how he goes to the island, how he tries to find Rowan. There's a lot of weird shit happening regarding Rowan. There's a weird big ceremony that lasts 20 minutes. Someone gets their Persona's head cut off.
He does find out that she died. Like, they tell
Yes, he does find that she died and she's buried in the ground. But he digs up her grave and there's a rabbit there.
There's a rabbit in there,
like,
and there's a tree with her umbilical cord tied to it that they kept from when she was a baby.
Yeah.
There's a lot of, like I said, this movie is incredibly, like, leaning into the pagan, it's borrowing a lot of pagan beliefs, but, like, not, I don't think these are actual ones. I'd have to do research on it, obviously, but like it's using the sort of aesthetic of paganism in a way that like very much focuses around like life and rebirth in a really cool way.
Yeah, you die as a man. You are reborn as the crops.
You know that fuck, I can't bring that up because it's about the remake. Damn it.
I will permit you another. I was just trying to cut down. I thought I was just trying to like make us not do the fucking the bees or how to get burned jokes.
No, this is just to sort of mention like in this because I'm just mentioning it because that's most people's touchstone for this. I know a lot of people who have done like watches of the new one because it's so bad. But in the remake they're honey farmers. But in this one, it's like actual crops, so that's why there's so much bee bullshit. That entire movie is a bad bee metaphor, the fucking remake, and this one is like, no, this is not that. This is all about religion. Go away.
Honey farmer sounds like a thing you would say to like, instead of like saying like hell fuck or something.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going more like that's what you'd call like an like a sort of rustic sugar baby.
A what?
You know, like the recipient of a sugar daddy's affection.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. I like that actually.
Yeah, you work on a farm. Or a bee.
Yeah. I've told this story before, but it never fails to amuse me. Have I told you? I've told the story of how my friend once found Ty Lopez on a sugar daddy dating website, right?
I think I've heard this. Yes.
Okay, I'll refrain from telling it again because I just never get tired of telling that one.
Oh my god.
God, yeah, Ty Lopez seduced me with your rented car with the with the fucking rent-a-car label on the dashboard.
I'm here in my garage, swiping on Tinder.
Oh, here in my garage, got this billionaire Warren Buffett here.
God, fuck. So I never actually saw that in the wild because I'm a fucking degenerate who uses an ad blocker for YouTube because I hate YouTube. I mean,
same, but I do see them on my phone.
Oh, true. Yeah, I guess
I get the wildest ads on my phone. Like there's a Golden Corral like 2 miles from my girlfriend's house. And whenever I would go over and spend the night at her house, I would like watch something on my phone. I would just like get this Golden Corral ad that was just like, buckle up your taste buds because we've got new seared brisket beef and we're gonna fucking put it in your mouth. Come down to Golden Corral because you have no self-esteem and we are gonna put food in front of you. Eat it, idiot.
Buckle up, motherfucker. It's time to sit at the trough.
It's time to slurp off the fucking conveyor belt of food that we have presented for you.
You just go in, there's no furniture, it's just like a fucking slab of meat that's been barely seasoned and cooked to a cinder sitting on the floor of this in a room that's just got linoleum tile, and there's just a group of other people sitting cross-legged around it, grabbing handfuls and eating it.
Oh, I mean, that's how I spend my Saturdays.
Please fund my indie horror film Indiegogo about Golden Corral.
Oh, I thought you were just saying your indie horror movie is called Indiegogo. That's
I mean, you know.
That's my low budget remake of Run Lola Run. It's about a girl named Indi and she has to run. Jesus. She has to go.
Oh, I hate it.
So Howie like eats he like kind of fucking eats the piss.
He does kind of eat shit this entire movie. It's basically just people dancing fucking circles around him because like he's not in on what's going on. Like there's like some stuff with him and the innkeeper's daughter. There's like this weird like. I don't know if it. Yeah, I think she's supposed to. I think she's supposed to be like a thing about temptation with him. I'll be honest. I'm still not entirely sure what it is, so I might like look into that. Because it just kind of seemed to me, watching this, that like she was there to sort of help just drive home the fact that they are these sort of like hedonists.
Yeah. Definitely. Shit.
It works though. She's good.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And the two other people playing her, because they've got one actress doing all the physical stuff, one actress voicing her regularly, and then another actress voicing her when she sings.
Yeah. So we get the movie ends with Howie like trying to save Rowan, and Rowan, hey, she's still alive, and then he's like, oh, I'm gonna save you, and he's wearing like a clown costume, like fucking Pagliacci the Fool.
I think it's specifically Punch from Punch and Judy.
That's right, it is Punch. So Boo Boo the Fool over here is like, oh, Rowan, I'm here to save you. And Rowan's like, haha, we've sprung the trap. You were the sacrifice, not Rowan. And he's like, no, I didn't do the thing. They'll make Lord Summerisle that you'll have to be the sacrifice next year because this isn't gonna work because I'm a Christian and pagan religion doesn't exist. And then they put him inside the giant Burning Man and do a shitload of acid and, like, torch him, and then he dies.
I fucking love that scene so much. It's one of my favorite, like, climaxes for a horror movie, if I'm being honest.
It's really good.
Like, with them all really singing while the sun sets, and he's just reciting I think he's reciting a psalm, like, angrily at, like, as he's, like, getting, like, as he prepares to die. Like, he's scared shitless, and all he can do is be, like, super indignant with his religion to these people that aren't listening.
Mm-hmm.
And then it just like ends on the sunset, and I'm such a fucking nerd for the way they like shot all of that. Like, I'm trying not to go like full like because I'm taking a film theory course right now, so I'm trying not to be the most pretentious bitch in the world. But like, there's just so many ways that they like drive home their shit in that last scene, and it's so good.
Yeah. So you want to? Is there anything in the movie that like springs out to you that you want to talk about? I'm sorry that I'm being a bad like host here.
No, it's fine. This is a movie that I admittedly like so I suggested we watch this because I had seen it like years ago. This was one of the movies that I got into when I was getting into horror because I heard it was creepy but not scary. Because it's more of a mystery than anything. So it had been years since I last saw it, and when I rewatched it, I'm like, oh, I hope this like this might be like a bit more like unlinear talking about it because the plot is so it's slow, but it works that it's slow.
Yeah.
And I say that when this is a movie that clocks in under 90 minutes.
Yeah.
But, you know what
It's
I mean.
it's a very good slow.
Yeah, it manages to build itself really well. I don't know, I mean, look, the things that stand out to me were the ending, which we talked about a bit, and, like, I really love the performances of Woodward and Christopher Lee. I think we mentioned it while I mentioned it to you while we were watching. There's the scene when he first meets Lord Summerisle, and he's confronting him in the, in his estate, like in his house.
Yeah.
And those two just have this, like, incredible dynamic of, they both think they are right, and neither of them is going to budge an inch on that.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of, like, part of the underlying thing with this movie is just the stubbornness of people who are so, like, I don't want to, I'm trying to think of, like, a nice way to say it, because I don't think that there needs to be a mean way to say it, but, like, almost indoctrinated to their beliefs. And that there's nothing wrong with having very strongly held beliefs. It is just this sort of, like, posturing that these two have, that really, like, kind of drives home, one, the fact that when you watch this again and you know that Howie's being played the whole time, how out of his element he is and how out of his depth he is. But also, it really drives home how fucked this island is and how dangerous it is for people who aren't part of this belief system to be there.
Yeah, yeah. I've got if you've got nothing else, I'm out of.
No worries. I think just another thing I just remembered too, keeping off of that, is that there's very little violence in this movie until the end.
Yes, and there's the violence is.
It's very.
The violence
mild.
is someone gets burnt.
Yeah, it's like there's no on-screen violence other than, like, there's a part where you think someone's head gets cut off, but it's just their furry mask.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the parade at all?
It's a furry parade.
There's just a furry parade of like, but they're wearing human clothes, so it's very Night in the Woods.
Yeah, it's.
It was.
I'm just thinking about Night in the Woods.
I need to finish that game.
Someone asked me to come up with a flaw, like to list a flaw with Night in the Woods, and I said that May doesn't walk quickly enough, but I realized that the real flaw of it is that they don't have tails.
I stopped playing that a little while in because I was in a bad spot at the time, and May was also when you're playing as that character May who's come back from school after mental issues and you've done the exact same thing, it can be a little too real.
Yeah. Let me just say, avoid B's story will ruin you.
Yeah, I'm hoping to sit down and actually play some tonight. But the other thing about it was that at the time, because I was kind of angry about it, it felt like nostalgia for a bad place in your life when I was already in that bad place. So I kind of had this, like.
No, I do very much understand that.
Yeah, I had this, like. I don't think it came from a bad place, any of the writing there, and I think it's way better now looking back at it, but at the time...
and it's definitely intent. I think getting a little bit of a rise out of you for that, like, sentimentality is... I feel like that's kind of what it's going after, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a game that, honestly, I like way more, having had that anger to it, and then getting a little bit, like, digging myself out of the hole I was in and looking back at it now, because that is very much a movie that's about sort of, like, reminiscing on being kind of a shitty young adult. At least to me, it was, like, just, like, not even shitty in the way that, like, you're a bad person, but you're just, like, not doing well. And you're not good at being an adult.
Yeah. Point. Yeah. So, good game. They should have had tails.
I can't argue with it. I'd love to see Greg with a tail.
Oh my god, it would just be wagging 24/7.
He'd put cups on his tail.
Oh my god. Oh god, that's so good to think about.
Yeah.
Okay, so questions. Here's one from @Sprite__Pepsi. So the bees, huh? Well, there's my reference. I used it with a quote.
To be fair, you're reading that. I'm gonna give it a pass.
Okay, you know what? Thank you.
You're welcome. How about there were none. There was a beetle in this one.
Beetle, yes, spinning around the maypole. This one from @DisgorgingHead. Would you consider The Wicker Man to be a musical? The historical folk songs in the OST do so much to contribute to the unsettling atmosphere that I feel like it'd be an entirely different movie without them. I wouldn't say musical because I don't think the song, like...
They weren't the focus.
I think that and the songs, like, for me, a musical criteria is, like, if you just cut out the parts of people singing, is there still a followable plot? And there is still a followable plot, so this is not a musical.
I wouldn't get mad at anyone who wanted to say it was a musical, but I wouldn't personally classify it like that.
But I do agree that it wouldn't be the same movie without the song, without the singing.
The remake, like, this is me bringing up the remake, and I'm sorry, but one of the reasons why the remake I think didn't work was, weirdly enough, because it had such a different soundtrack. They didn't have all the singing and stuff, to my recollection. They actually had, for any other Twin Peaks fans out there, Angelo Badalamenti, who composed the theme for Twin Peaks and does all the music for that. He did the theme, he did the music for the remake of that movie. And it just didn't work, which is weird for me to say, because I love his work, but it didn't work for me. The music to this is such an integral part of it, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, next question, sorry. I'm completely off of my own...
I like this follow-up from the Scourging Head.
Also, Lord Summer Isle turtleneck outfit, good or bad? Good.
This motherfucker is on some fashion shit that more people need to be on. He shows up at one point in a cravat, looking like Edgeworth in a kilt. He shows up at another point, and the look we're specifically talking about right now is he's got a bright yellow turtleneck under this, like, suit, like, this, like, nice jacket, but, like, you can still see the sleeves of his turtleneck, I think?
Yeah.
And it's just, with Christopher Lee's buck wild hair in this, it's very good. It's a very good look. It's very 70s. Yeah.
Yeah. Good looks. If you don't have the whole base trypophobia thing, look up the King Zombies from Dead Rising 3, speaking of B memes. I looked this up. It's bad to look at, and I don't recommend you do it.
I've already done it, and honestly, these look very dumb. They're bad. I can see why they'd set off, like, if you do have trypophobia, do not look at this, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, don't. Personally, I don't have that, though, so I just kind of see an over-designed thing.
I mean, yeah, that's Dead Rising 3, I feel like.
For sure. No, for sure. But yeah, that gross.
Yeah, it's bad to look at.
Yeah.
I guess that's the last of the questions. I think, we haven't done this in a while, and I feel really bad about it, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up the Patreon and go ahead and individually thank every member of every patron that we have on our Patreon. In the meantime, Andy, do you have a recommendation this week?
Yeah,
I also need to think of mine.
I do. So one of my favorite bands recently put out what is going to be their last album. It's okay. Like, the reason they're splitting up is because of, like, creative differences, and the whole thing is like, we don't want to hate each other, so we're gonna just focus on our other projects.
Yeah.
But Donvan Wolfington just put out the album Waves, and it is really, really good. They do some stuff that they hadn't done in their past stuff, because they were like, well, we're never playing this live, so let's just, like, change genres at one point in the middle of the song.
Yeah.
But it's a really fun album, specifically the first track on it. If you like that, I'd say you'd probably like the rest of their discography. But yeah, Donvan Wolfington's new album Waves, it came out this past week, and I am loving it.
Yeah. All right. So here's what we got for our Patreon. So, patron supporters, we want to thank you very much. Michael, Sophie, Paul, Catherine, Alex, Seda, Anne, Ivory, Saf, Fallon, Jenna, Lauren, Eva, and Cassidy. Thank you very much for your continued support of this garbage show. We very much appreciate you.
Yay!
What were you saying?
I was gonna be like, should I say thank? Like, I want to thank them for supporting the show, but like, I'm not part of it. I'm just a guest. Is that weird?
Yeah, but that's not weird.
Thank you.
We'll be doing like the Patreon vote and stuff, and I need to put up a new post for the messages to be put on. But so yeah, thank you so much for supporting the show. If you want to help us out, patreon.com/fearbaiting. We would love to have your support. And if you can't help us out there, iTunes. So rate and review us on iTunes. We'll read the review off if you put it there. I need a recommendation this week. And what am I going to recommend? Oh, shit. Fuck. I think I recommended Kaiji last week. I'm going to double check in case I didn't.
I can recommend another thing if you need to think of something.
Sure, go for it.
Hey, read 20th Century Boys. It's the best manga I've ever read in my life. And also make sure you read the 21st Century Boys follow-up, because that's technically just like another volume of it. Anyway, it's very good. If you like cult stuff, like this movie, there's some good cult stuff in there.
I just noticed I haven't put recommendations in the show notes in a while.
Listen, running a show by yourself is a lot.
Yeah. So I'm not going to say Kaiji because there's like a 90% chance that I did very much recommend it last time. I'm going to recommend, I know I have recommended this before, but it's free on PS Plus right now, so if you have a PlayStation and you've never played this game, get at it. Bloodborne, my absolute favorite game of all time. We talked about it a little bit earlier. From Software classic, absolutely the best game that they've done. It's just an absolute... It's definitely not for everyone, but if it is your style of game remotely, I recommend checking it out. And even if you don't have PS Plus right now, like you can get the 2-week free trial and just try the game out if you have a PS4. And I really recommend doing at least that because, good God, I have ADD out the ass, so I don't spend this kind of time on games, but I have about 160 hours in that game, and I still play it pretty much every month. Because it never stops being fun, and I'm really excited for whenever, if and when they do a sequel to it.
Let's do a fear-baiting episode on Bloodborne.
Oh my God, I would love to. That's a bonus episode.
Luna, we could do a 3-hour episode on that, trust me, because I got some thoughts about how good that game is.
Oh, 3 hours? That's it?
Minimum. But that's a good rec for people who listen to the show, because, like, it's horror. It's really good horror. It's some of the best in games, I'd say.
Yeah.
I'm co-signing
the thing is that like the game itself isn't really that like the atmosphere itself is kind of creepy and unsettling and dread-inducing, but I wouldn't really say it's like super duper scary. What's scary about it is the traditional like what makes From Software games scary. Like you walk into a dark corridor and there's something around the corner that you really can't see quite well, or like something drops down from the ceiling, and like that is just one of the most like boot quaking moments in the entire game.
There's like a moment in the forest, I remember, when you see a creature that shouldn't be there. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't played it, but I think you probably know what I'm talking about. They're very blue and shiny.
Oh God, yeah, okay, that's a terrifying scene.
That rules.
Yeah, that's... Oh my God, that's such a good scene. Right, I forgot that's the forest, because that's like after you fight the boss in the forest.
Yeah, it's like right around Snaketown.
Yeah, well, no, it's in between it's in between the bosses and Birkenworth.
We might be thinking of different things then.
Hold on, I'm gonna DM you just to see what we're talking about here.
Yeah, okay, we are talking about the same thing. I remember seeing that in an earlier spot. But maybe I'm wrong. You've played it way more than me, so I'm willing to believe you. I haven't played it.
To be fair, a lot of my playthroughs do kind of peter out at the Forbidden Woods, because God, what a fucking terrible area.
What area?
The Forbidden Woods.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't mind it so much, but I definitely get the hate. The area that always fucked with me the most was the... outside the, like, haunted castle you go to.
Oh, Castle Canehurst. That's easily the best. Easily the best.
Once you get inside Canehurst, it rules. But right outside it, I got there way before I should have been, and I got my pants pressed.
Okay, yeah, Those bloodsuckers are terrifying. Okay, yeah, no, that game is actually pretty scary now that I think about it.
That game nails it because it has. We're just doing. This is a little addendum to the episode. You get our Bloodborne minicast.
Yeah.
That game nails horror so well because it has this very early horror, like Victorian era, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Penny Dreadful type shit going on. And then there's stuff that doesn't fit. And when that stuff doesn't fit, it's so fucking freaky.
Yeah.
Canehurst is a really good example of that because it's the only place that's actually haunted.
God, Canehurst is such a good place. Canehurst is magical.
That game rules so much.
Yeah, next time I do a complete playthrough, I'm gonna next time I finish a complete playthrough, I will get at you and I will get at you and we will do a Bloodborne bonus cast.
Maybe if they announce a sequel, we can do it as a special event then too.
Oh, I'm gonna do it either.
Either way, it's happening.
Yeah. 100%.
To quote my good friend Mike, the die has been cast.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna have to replay the entirety of the old Hunters DLC too.
I've never played it.
It's hard.
Because it came out when I didn't have a job, so I couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
So.
It's good.
I've heard.
Really
I've
good.
heard. I've heard.
It's just like wild hard, those bosses.
Yeah. I still never beat the wait, that boss is a spoiler, never mind. That's a big spoiler.
Are we talking about the super endgame boss?
There's an endgame boss that is reminiscent of the things we were talking about earlier.
Oh, is it the white one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that boss is hard.
I never beat her.
She's hard. That's the only boss I had to summon for.
I think I had to summon I summoned for the guy that you get the katana off of, not an actual boss.
That guy's hard.
I got my friend to come and help me with that because I was like, I can't beat this, but I want a cool sword.
Yeah.
Anyway,
it took me forever to beat that. Anyway, so that's Bloodborne. If you want to find me, you can check me out on my other podcast at the one. You can check me on the Wonder Years where we're looking at the TV show Animorphs and we normally look at the books, but we're doing the TV show now. And you can also check me out and Andi as well occasionally on Henry Kissinger's Pokemon Going to Die, which is a leftism podcast and also not a threat, just a stone cold fact.
It's a fun community.
Yeah. Join our Discord and support us on Patreon over there too. Give us money, please. You can also check me out on Twitter at Chie Shadonaka or Tumblr Chie Satonakas. You can find the show Fearbaiting on Twitter and Tumblr and at Gmail as well. And you can check me out on the shows I guested on, which I know I mentioned a couple times. This is the last time I'm probably going to do it. The In Pursuit of Passions. And What's Your Persona? And warning, the explicit tag on those as well, or my ass is kind of hanging out entirely.
Oh, I know the host of What's Your Persona.
Yeah. It's a good show.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
Mm-hmm. Andi, where can people find you?
So I don't know if it's how permanent this break is, but I'm off Twitter right now. But that's basically all that I do there is retweet the things that I'm on. So that's Captain Trash. Don't bother with it. But please follow Emojidrome on Twitter. It's a new podcast I've started with my friend Ryan where we look at the variants of different emojis, and it goes some places. The latest episode, we looked at the upcoming Emoji 11.0, and there's a foot emoji in that batch. So
Is that the one where you have the bottom emoji? That
has the bottoming emoji, that has the foot emoji. It is so fucking horny. My tease for that episode is this quote from me is, you're saying for once it's the toes that suck.
I hate you.
I'm pretty proud of that show. Of course, you can also find me at Friends of the Table. We're doing Twilight Mirage right now. We also have Patreon over there. That's friends_table on Twitter and friendsathetable.net. That's also available on iTunes. Emojidrome isn't yet, but we're hoping to have it up there soon. And also videogamechoochoo.com. I'm a video editor over there and producer. We just put up a new podcast episode as well, and I think we looked at some new Fable game on video that I edited. That's pretty much all I can remember right now.
Okay.
It was like Hearthstone, but Fable.
Oh. Was it Gwent?
No, it's called Fable Fortune.
Okay, that sounds weird.
You can watch the video on videogameteachu.com.
I'm tired and need to take a shower. This has been Fear Bidding, everyone. We'll be back again. Next week is going to be a little bit weird because I'm going to Canada this weekend, and Andy and I are going to hang out. We're going to take some pictures. It's going to be sick as hell. I'm going to be, you can check me out. I'm going to be doing a speed run of Cuphead for a marathon, and I just hope I really don't embarrass myself. I'll be tweeting the link all over the place when I'm actually about to go live, but it's the Games Finished Adequately number 12 at EGLX in Toronto, Canada. So if you by any chance happen to be there, come check it out. And like I said, I'll tweet the link and everything. So next week's gonna be a little bit weird to get because I'm not gonna be back until like pretty late on Sunday, and I'm really not gonna have a chance to record because I'm gonna be doing things in Canada, and the rest of my week is super busy because I have to work a lot of hours on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, make up for the fact that I'm gone from Thursday onwards. But we will probably have an episode at the very latest, like by Tuesday of next week. So it's just gonna be hung out a little bit. So thanks for being with us. We're gonna have a live. We're gonna have a face-to-face recording of the Wonder Years, which I'm super excited about. So tune into that this Friday if you listen to that. And that's gonna do it. We'll see you in about 8 days. Until then, I'm Lulu.
I'm Andy.
And remember,
you can put a fuck-up guy anywhere, including a Wicker Man.
I was gonna say that. All right. Good night, everyone.
Sorry.